Hello?
What are you doing, brother?
Watching Gilmore Girls?
No, I mean, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
When are you gonna get up off your ass and finish your video game movie review series? It's been almost 5 months since you did anything with it.
Yeah, I know. It was Alone in the Dark, and it kind of broke me. I mean, have you seen that movie?
Well, it's time to get off your Rudy Tooty Patooty Woody Dooty Pooty ass and get this thing done. What's next in line, brother?
Yeah, it'd be Doom 2005.
Oh yeah? Anybody in it I would know?
The Rock?
Never heard of him.
Really?
All right, brother, come on. I can smell what you're cooking.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just thought...
I'm not asking you, you sumbitch. Come on! Ah!
What the fuck? Doom 2005 stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Carl Urban, and Rosamund Pike, and is the film adaptation of the long-running popular video game series of the same name. This is number 14 in my series of video game movie reviews, but this time I'm not doing it alone. After the trauma of reviewing Alone in the Dark, I have a special guest here today to help me get through this one.
What's up, people of YouTubes? I'm the one, the only, the people's reviewer, Dewan, the Pebble Jackson. But you can call me DP.
What?
Because DPJ was too long.
Well, I think you might want to reconsider that name, buddy.
Oh no, brother. Everybody likes DP. Especially the ladies. They love DP.
Alrighty then.
Ha!
Anyway, Doom 2005 follows a ragtag group of space marines as they get called to a disturbance on a Martian moon base. They've been doing some bad stuff on this moon base, experimenting with humans and some of the remains and stuff they found on Mars, and just all kinds of fucked up shit. And of course, in true horror movie fashion, shit goes south, and when that happens, who you gonna call? The Rock and Judge Dredd, of course. So Dredd, Baby Rock, and their crew show up to investigate, and upon arriving, they find a whole bunch of motherfuckers dead and some really fucked up monsters from the game. There's lots of blood, monsters, machismo, and explosions. A kick-ass first-person scene, and lots of fucking carnage. So, Doom. I saw this movie when it first came out in theaters. I was like the only person in the theater, but I was super hyped because I've been a long-time Doom fan. And I remember everybody shitting all over this movie, as they do till this day. It's been a while since I've seen this one, but I do remember actually enjoying it for what it was. So here we are 15 years later. Do I still think it's enjoyable, or do the cons far outweigh the pros now? Let's find out. The story of Doom 2005 is...
Tag me in! Tag me in, brother. The story in Doom 2005 is pretty much a lightweight, not a big heavyweight sumbitch like DP. Oh! And it's less an adaptation of the original bad motherfucker Doom than it is of the more recent, at the time of release, Doom 3. And like that game, it has more of a survival horror aesthetic than the original running gun gameplay. So what that means is a lot of dark and scary hallways that our heroes go down, with big guns looking for monsters to jump out and scare them so they can blow them away. However, you don't get a lot of that in the first half of the movie. Oh no! You get a lot more of Dredd and Baby Rock walking around in dark corridors trying to find out clues about chromosomes or some shit like that. I mean, come on! We're here to see big-ass guns doing big-ass explosions killing big-ass monsters! But instead we get walking around in dark rooms and flashlights and some pervy guy talking about little boys. Thankfully though, right before you're about to nod off, things finally pick up and the big guns come out, the monsters go crazy, and the body count starts to fucking rise! Yeah! I myself didn't mind the story of Doom so much. I understand that they were trying to interject something into a franchise that didn't really have much of a story up to this point. But damn it, not at the expense of the big-ass explosions, the monsters, and the body count. Oh, yeah. This movie also tries to be scary, but it's not. Not at all. At least not for DP, it's not. So if you're here looking for scares, you're in the wrong place, brother. Overall, the story in Doom 2005 is okay. It's not awful, and I understand why it's there, but I really wish they just hadn't wasted so much time in the beginning on this dumb story that we really don't care about, when all we want to see is lots of monsters getting blown up.
As mentioned, Doom 2005 is a B-level movie, but it does have an A-level production. The sets, costumes, and everything on screen actually do look really good here. And the special effects, many of which are practical, look great as well. There's a decent amount of CGI here, but it looks as if they only used it when they couldn't do what they were wanting to do practically. The CGI as a whole looks pretty good, especially for 2005. You can definitely tell a difference between the CGI shots and the practical shots, but none of them look awful or anything like that. You could tell that there was a fair amount of money pumped into this movie. They really go for the R rating that this movie received. There is some CG gore, but a lot of it is practical, and they spare no expense when it comes to that. There's nasty ass monsters and zombies just all over the place, plus people's arms and heads and everything just getting ripped off. And all of it looks really good. Regardless of what you think about the movie as a whole, the practical gore effects and the special effects as a whole look really good here. And then there's that first person scene near the end of the movie, which looks like it's kind of a melding of practical and CGI. This scene, while it doesn't hold up today as well as it did in 2005, is still pretty fucking glorious for any fan of the game. I'm not gonna go as far as some and say that it made the movie, but it is a pretty kick-ass scene even 15 years later. And while I don't think the whole entire movie being that way would have ever worked, the few minutes that it does do it is just the right amount of time. It was a great callback and homage to the source material. But damn it, man, couldn't we have gotten that chainsaw just a little bit longer? The performances here, while far from great—
Oh no, you sumbitch, this is my part!
Like I said, the performances aren't any—
You can't push me out of here!
No.
Oh, no, you don't! No, you—
Get on my review! Shit. Anyway, the performances.
Pebble. Performances are pretty damn hokey, which means bad. But you know what? They actually fit the absolutely ridiculous tone in this movie. The Rock, in particular, gets more and more ridiculously insane as the movie progresses, for absolutely no real fucking reason. But that doesn't change the fact that it is an absolutely good time to watch. If nothing else, seeing all these great actors hamming it up on screen is a good time unto itself. Pretty much every character in this movie is about as cliched as you can get, but they're played with such zeal and gusto, and it's clear that everybody on front of the camera was having a fantastic time making this movie that you can't help but just enjoy watching what's going on screen. So while it may seem like all these performances belong in the ring, and none of them are ever gonna be accused of being any good, they do fit the tone and the feel and come together to make something that just kind of works for this one.
Anyway, guys, what else can I say about Doom 2005? It's got cliched characters, a contrived story, and the acting's nowhere near anything good, and it doesn't really do anything good for the video game movie genre. But those performances are played with a gusto and excitement that is kind of infectious. It's clear everybody's having a good time here. And while the story's pretty damn weak, the action's fun, exciting, and gory as hell. All in all, Doom 2005 is not nearly as bad as most people would lead on. Dare I say, it's actually kind of fun. Don't go in expecting Shakespeare by any means, and don't expect anything that's really going to change a lot of people's opinion of the video game movie genre. But if you go in willing to check your brain at the door and just want to have some fun with a schlocky horror sci-fi B movie, then you'll have a good time here. The way you hear people talk about this movie, you would think it would get a rating of dumpster fire. But I gotta say, after watching it 15 years later, this movie's definitely worth What the hell, man? Okay, well—
You're not finishing this sumbitch without me!
Alright, it seems like we're pretty much on the same page with this one, right? So, in our opinion, Doom 2005 is absolutely worth checking out on Netflix.
Check it out on Netflix!
If you like schlocky B-movie violent horror and you're willing to check your brain at the door for a while, then you'll have a good time with this one. So there it is, guys, our review of
Doom
2005. If you enjoyed and want more content like this,
smash the subscribe button
to help my little channel grow. If you liked what I had to say, give me a thumbs up. If not,
and go to hell, you sumbitch!
let me know in the comments below why. And as always, I'll see you guys next
In the ring!
Semper Fi, motherfucker.
How the hell am I supposed to get home?
Uber!